On today's Daily Slab, we are going to be talking about the UConn men's team and their dominant run through the NCAA tournament. We're also going to be looking at Adley Rutschman in his start to the year, and we are going to be looking at some second basemen that have been hot to start the year. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy today's Daily Slab. Welcome everyone to the Daily Slab. I am Nate, and we're starting off with what's happening, and that is the UConn men's basketball team, a 4 seed, winning the entire championship and winning it dominantly. They were dominant from the first game to the last game. So first game they played Iona, they won 87-63. Next game they played St. Mary's, they won 70-55. Then they played Arkansas, they won 88-65. Then they played Gonzaga, they won 82-54. Gonzaga should have been the best team they played the entire time, and they destroyed them. Then they played Miami and won 72-59, and then they played San Diego State in the championship and won 76-59. 15 plus points, 13 plus points against Miami, and then 15 plus points everyone else. One of the more dominant. Now, they didn't play any 2 seeds. They didn't play any 1 seeds. But it was one of the more dominant runs I have ever seen in my entire life. Nobody, not a single team, really looked like they were competition for UConn all the way through. Now, the tournament is kind of interesting where you play a team, you win, you move on, that team is done. So they didn't play every team. So there may have been teams that would have been tough matchups for them in there. But that doesn't matter because at the end of the year, they dominated every single team they played. It was incredible. And for fun, there are actually some cards of some players out there, and one of them is a card of Jordan Hawkins, the second leading scorer on the team this year, and the third leading scorer for the team in the championship game by scoring 16 points. He actually has Leaf autos, and here's an interesting one. This Leaf auto numbered to 99, specifically the 28 of 99, well, it sold November 9th for $1. $1 for a Leaf Auto November 9th. Somebody just paid for it on the 4th. $20, the exact same card. So pretty cool to see actual gains there based off of a championship. And one of the most dominant runs I've ever seen from a team in my entire life. All right, next up is our trender of the day. And our trender is Adley Rutschman. So Adley, what a great start to the year. Went 5 for 5. Home run, 4 singles, was absolutely dominant. The last couple games have not been as kind to him, but Adley is still an absolute beast, even if he's not getting his hits, because he is one of the best defensive catchers in baseball. And for my money, I think if I were to start a team today, Adley Rutschman would probably be the guy I choose. There's a lot of different guys out there, and if contract didn't matter, I would choose Ohtani, but because contract matters and he's about to get a $40-50 million a year contract likely, I choose Adley Rutschman to start my team. A great hitting catcher that is great at calling a game and great defensively. That's getting 3 players in one, and that's what the Orioles have. And in fact, you don't have to take my word for it. The stats speak for themselves. So last year, after Adley's call-up, the Orioles went 67-55. They finished only 4 games above 500, so that shows you how low they were before Adley got called up, to the point where they were 12 games above 500 after they finished and only ended up 4 games above 500 overall. But Adley is such a stud, so good, one of the best individual players in the MLB for my money, and his cards are moving up as well because of his hot start. So we're looking at his Bowman Chrome base PSA 10. Nothing too spectacular by any means, but still. And this card is up significantly, almost 60%, 59% in the last 3 months. And the last sale clocking in at $111. So to those of you that have Adley, are you going to sell it? Are you going to hold and see what he can do with the Orioles and see if he can lead them to the playoffs? For me, I don't know. $111 for base card, I'd probably sell. And then in what's hot, what's not, we've got a trio of second basemen in the National League that are off to surprising starts. So surprising, I felt like I should talk about it. First up is Brendan Donovan for the Cardinals. Now, he hit 5 home runs in 468 plate appearances last year. He was a good player. He just didn't hit a lot of home runs. Well, this season, he has 2 home runs in 20 plate appearances, and he had multiple home runs in spring training. We are seeing a shift in the Brendan Donovan we thought we knew to the Brendan Donovan of today that has a little bit more pop. If he can keep doing what he did last year to be a valuable player and add power, this will be a frustratingly good player for the Cardinals to have going forward. He is just 26, and he doesn't have Bowman Chrome autos. All he has is Bowman paper autos. If you gave me $1 for every time a guy on a Bowman paper auto and no Bowman Chrome auto became a star in the MLB, I would say it probably wouldn't happen very often, and yet here we are, paper autos of Brendan Donovan, and he is somewhat of a star in the MLB. And his Bowman paper orange auto, numbered to 25, that sold for $250 back in January. Just the other day, April 3rd, it sold for $375. The next second baseman we want to talk about, still in the NL Central, and that is Bryce Terang of the Brewers. So obviously I'm a Brewers fan, had to talk about him. Bryce Terang was always a defensive first shortstop with an okay bat, slapped the ball around, had a little bit of pretty decent eye at the plate. No power. Well, to start this year, Bryce Terang, the defense has been everything you could ever hoped for, except he's playing second base as opposed to shortstop, but he's been amazing defensively at second base, as good as it gets, at least for my money. The bat, though, has been wildly impressive. He has 5 hits on the year. He has 3 walks to only 1 strikeout, and some of the pitches he's been taking on those walks have been close, showcasing a great eye at the plate. But it was what he did the other night against the Mets that was really impressive when he took a pitch from Carlos Carrasco and hit it for a grand slam for his first major league career home run. A lot of guys, a lot of pressure with the bases loaded in their first time with the bases loaded in their career. Bryce Terang, nope, 104 miles per hour off the bat for a home run, and his prices are going crazy. Now, it saddens me a little bit because I've gotten rid of my Bryce Terang cards over the years. I have 1 auto left, and it is scratched up, so I'm not going to sell it. But his PSA 10 base auto prices, you could have bought one just the other day for $60 on the 30th of March. On the 3rd of April, it sold for $190, the same card. Just crazy increase there. We're talking a little over 3 times what you could have just bought it 4 days ago because of Bryce Terang's hot start. Will he keep up this power production and this eye at the plate? I don't know, but he has been a very, very important piece to the early going success of the Brewers this season, and I love to see it. And if your team hasn't called up their young players, hope they do soon, because the young players on the Brewers have been the catalysts for the success they've had early going. And then the last second baseman I want to talk about is Miguel Vargas for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers sent Miguel Vargas up there. He was dealing with injury in spring training, so they sent him up to the plate just to track pitches. They didn't want him to swing at all. He just wanted to track pitches out of the pitcher's hands. Well, he walked a lot in spring training, and wouldn't you know it, he gets to swing the bat now, and yet he's still walking. So last year, he had 50 plate appearances. He walked twice. In 18 plate appearances this year, he has walked in 18 plate appearances this year, he's walked 9 times, not 2 times, 9 times. So from 2 times in 50 plate appearances last year to 9 times in 18 plate appearances this year. In fact, he has 3 more walks, I believe, than the next closest. It has been an impressive showing from him with the eye at the plate. He also has added in 3 hits, including a double. And the market has moved a little bit, I would say, though not that much, considering the success he's had in the early going. I guess the card market just doesn't really care about walks all that much. But back on the 16th, there was a lot of Bowman base auto sales around this price, but this was auctioned, so I took it. It sold for $127, and you fast forward to April 2nd, and somebody popped one for $150. even though one was then popped a day later for 125. So you can either say, oh, there is some movement, or oh, there really isn't that much movement in his market, but he is having a hot start to the year with the eye at the plate, and it's just cool to see, considering that's all he did in spring training, and it appears to have worked. All right, one last thing. We mentioned last week that Aaron has his own Topps Big League card. Well, we will be on Whatnot, ripping some Big League packs, looking to hit some Aaron Nowak SPs. We're going to see if we can do it, and that is tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Aaron will be ripping the packs, so if you want to join him in his quest to hit his own card, you can join tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on the SlabStox Whatnot channel. Should be a fun time, so we hope to see you there. Alright, thank you everyone for watching today's Daily Slab. If you like this video, please click that like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow for the next Daily Slab. See you everyone.